So, Brian, this is definitely a question centered around your expertise and understanding.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'd like to know. All right, I'm going to ask you the question first, then I'll try to give a little bit more context.
Okay.
What happened to Overwatch? What
do you mean?
happened to Overwatch that all right, so I got two friends that I'm in a group chat with, Trevor and Oscar. Sorry to out y'all niggas out like that. I'm not gonna tell you too much information on them other than
Where do they live?
they played Overwatch. What happened in Overwatch that turned people off to hero shooters to the fact that they don't even want to play rivals? So the context is that I got a couple friends that I guess played Overwatch. I don't know which ones they played, but I know they played a lot. They probably played both. I'm pretty sure they played at least. They definitely played two. They literally said the same, almost similarly to what you said, Brian, which was that like they done played Overwatch so much that they're just over playing the game like rivals. Now, a nigga like me doesn't understand that at all. Like, not even a little bit. Because I done played adventure games I thought were fucking corny, and that never turned me off to the entire genre of adventure games. I suck at most fighting games, but I love Smash Bros. So it's not like I'm turned off to the fighting game genre. I just like playing Smash Bros. I take that as far as I can, and I just have a respect for the other fighting games. I have not ever seen this type of apathy like in real life, only like online. Like obviously, like with online people, they over dramatize every single little detail of their life because they don't really got shit going on. Sorry, guys, just keeping it real. So like, you know, most of the time when I hear these overreactive like statements, like, "Oh man, this shit sucks," I don't take it seriously because there's a bunch of edgelords online that are fiending for attention. But when my fucking friends, you and then two other people say the same similar things, it makes me very curious. So, from your own context and your own experiences, which probably mean the same thing, um, just talk to me. Talk to me about you know what you felt, what you think the player base felt, and then your thoughts into Marvel Rivals or what the issue with that is of the disconnect with the players.
So like Overwatch had like a chokehold on the hero shooter industry for a really, really long time.
Monopoly.
When you say hero shooter industry, let's be clear, for everybody else, it was just Overwatch. If there were other hero shooters, they were definitely super duper low key, not talked about on a mainstream level. So we can just say Overwatch instead of all hero shooters, right?
No, because
That's
there
the one
were there were other hero shooters that kind of came out and tried to compete or were relevant before Overwatch. Like Team Fortress 2, for all my Team Fortress 2
I hear
homies out
TF2
there.
all the time.
Yeah, that's like the
like
godfather
a
of
real game.
yeah, that's like the godfather of all hero shooters. Like there would be no Overwatch if there wasn't TF2. And a lot of characters in Overwatch are heavily inspired
That
by
came out with the
characters in
orange
TF2.
box, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure. I never played TF2, but I can pay its respects.
I think it came out with Portal. It was Portal and TF2 that came out together.
Yeah, most likely.
Something like that. Whatever.
But Overwatch came out and it was like this new, polished, beautiful, fucking fun ass game. And it was riding on really good success for a long time. And it all started going downhill once Brigida came out. Once Brigida came out, it was all downhill from there for Overwatch, because the whole purpose of this character was to counter Tracer, because Tracer was this character that was in every fucking game, and if you were really good at Tracer, you were essentially unstoppable. Like, she was that fucking strong. And instead of nerfing her, they added a character.
So they were S tier. They were like an S tier character.
Yeah, above S tier. Like, literally in pro play, like, games were decided about whether which Tracer was better. Like, they literally had a whole fucking, like, they would get players on their team who were just good at Tracer and nothing else. Like that's how important Tracer was. And then they were like, all right, fine. You guys complaining about Tracer all the time. Here you go. There's a Tracer counter. And then this character was like a canon event for Overwatch, because from then on, the game was never the same. It introduced the most nuanced and like overbearing comp or like strategy or meta of all time in all of Overwatch. It's called GOATS. Have you ever heard of it?
Goats? No.
GOATS comp. So essentially GOATS is 3 tanks, 3 supports.
I have heard that, but I've only seen it in writing.
Yeah, 3 tanks, 3 supports. Brigitte enabled this comp so hard that literally if you tried to play anything else, you would get steamrolled, run over, and fucking trampled over. Like it was actually insane. Personally, I didn't mind the meta so much. It was fun because I was a tank player. I was a Rhine. So I was basically the main character. So the meta
game was stale.
Yeah, and it didn't allow people to play like 95% of the fucking roster for a long time. And Blizzard decided,
right, because even people in quick play was mimicking those
yeah, like comp too, and pro play, it took over. Essentially, the fan base, like after GOATS comp, like it was so oppressive and shit that it automatically started turning people off to the genre from there. And Blizzard,
the whole genre, not just the game,
because Overwatch was the genre.
Was the genre
at the time. So, like they enjoyed the game, but it was just in such a bad state that nobody wanted to play it, or it was frustrating to play. But they were forced to play it because they loved hero shooters and Overwatch.
Right.
So
I see.
But Blizzard didn't do anything about the game because they had stopped like taking care of the game because they were focused on Overwatch 2. So for like a good year or two, like they were just throwing band-aid solutions and they weren't really adding anything new. Patches were very, very, very rare or irregular. So the game just became stale, stagnated, and everybody kind of started to get burnt out from the genre. Marvel Rivals came out, and
because they kept playing.
Yeah.
No, this is all in Overwatch 2. No. You said this happened during Overwatch 1.
Yeah, this was Overwatch 1, and then Overwatch 2 came out, and in my opinion, it didn't really recover very well. People were starting to get over it. Like, it didn't. Like from the jump, people didn't love it. Like for it's
all
not that,
and especially, it's like all that time they put into it when they didn't address the first one. You thought 2 would be so much better, and it wasn't.
It's not like that. Like by the time Overwatch 2 came out, I was already kind of like interested in other games like Valorant and League. So when those came out, like sure, I played Overwatch 2, but it just didn't feel. They didn't have the same spark that the original game had, like before all the terrible things happened. But then Marvel Rivals came out, and that was fun for a bit. But at the end of the day, I don't know. It just doesn't. It feels like a ticking time bomb, if that makes sense. At some point, something's going to get added to the game that's going to ruin it, and I don't really want to deal with that shit, to be honest. It's only a matter of time before their Brigitte or their Tracer comes out, and the game is just like a pit. But I will say, I will give credit to the Overwatch, to the Marvel Rivals devs. They are giving the game a lot more care than the Overwatch devs ever could have. Like they are regularly updating it. They are giving so much extra content. So
much goonery.
Yeah, a lot of goonery too. So
you know what? That's the real thing Overwatch was missing. There wasn't enough people to goon over in that game.
Is that so?
I think so. I think that was the case. You know, who are we gonna goon over? Really?
I mean, I don't know if that is the case or not. Not that like
Brian, you tell me.
that was part of the reason.
Did they cross over into goon in my time of playing Overwatch, which was very brief.
I've never seen any goon.
No. Overwatch is notorious for its goonery. It's literally
in-game goonery.
No, not in-game goonery.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
It's all
no. That's what we're talking about. No, that doesn't count. You could goon for anything. Bro.
Yeah, you could goon for anything on your own time. But can you goon while you game?
Are there any goon characters? Any goon skins? Anything that we can grasp?
Not necessarily.
See, that's the problem.
That's the real reason. Good taste for the most part.
That's the real reason Overwatch it just couldn't adapt to the goon age, to the great goon era.
Like Overwatch is very well known for its I'm
gonna try to rehash everything you said. So basically, the real issue was in that process of Overwatch 1, late stage Overwatch 1 into Overwatch 2. That was the turn. That was, you feel like, where the most harm was done.
Yeah.
And because that was the hero shooter, there wasn't really much other to kind of go off of and play something else. People wanted to keep playing the game, even though it was frustrating, and that led to burnout.
Yeah, exactly. If
right.
Marvel Rivals had come out sooner, it would have been much better for the health of that genre.
It came out so much later than Overwatch 2, though. That to me, it feels like it came like at a desperate time. Like I felt like the timing was perfect. If you ask me.
Nah,
I think if it came
not
out
for Overwatch fans.
Overwatch 2, it would have felt like. I guess true.
Not for Overwatch players. For Overwatch players, the game came like pretty far in after like the damage had already been done.
Is Reinhardt a dive tank? Or is he just a regular tank?
He's a regular tank. Winston's a dive tank, and that's my guy. I love both Ryan and Winston.
Nice.
Those two are my favorite characters of all time in hero shooters. Captain America's up there too.
I've really enjoyed playing tanks in Rivals. I'll tell you that. Probably more than any other class. Personally, so I can relate. All right, yeah, I was curious about all that. I'm gonna stop pressing my other friends to play, since now I understand their trauma.
I'm gonna stop bullying my friends to play Marvel Rivals.
What do they play now?
Just that I feel like I missed the party. You know what I'm saying? And I thought like I seen all the memes and shit about Rivals. And don't get me wrong, Rivals is still a lit game. There's still mad people playing that shit that take it seriously and casually, you know? But with that said, I do really understand like the players that's just over that shit, man. Like,
yeah, like Marvel Rivals is fun. It just doesn't feel the same. You know what I mean? Like nothing feels the same as classic Overwatch. When I was having fun playing Overwatch, there was no other feeling, in my opinion, in gaming. That game was so fun.
I really missed out. Huh?
Yeah, I was pretty obsessed with the game for a little while. I wasn't in it for nearly as long, and I never played competitively, but I played pretty solidly for a little while.
Dude, that's how I feel about Rivals. That's the only game I play now, basically. I love it, bro.
I haven't played a game in a long time. I should play a video game.
My only issue with the game is that like it's a team game, so no matter how good you think you're doing, shit could always go sideways. But I don't rage as hard as like other people do. It's only because like as soon as I load up the game, right, I know what time it is. I don't fool myself into thinking, oh, am I gonna get a good team? I'm just like, bro, I don't know who I'm getting, but I'm gonna try to do the best I can.
Yeah.
Been there, done
I
that.
really think my, you know, I had to build a really tough mindset, like playing Smash Bros. And trying to get good competitively. There was a point in time when I really wanted to try to get to that top level, but yeah, man, you just realize that just some people are just put so much more time in, or just
Oh yeah.
a lot more talented in certain things. And that's okay. But I think all of those factors have nothing to do with the actual story of the hero shooter burnout that happened with Overwatch. So I appreciate the context.
No problem.
On a separate note, I started looking up some LOL lore, but not like the foundational lore, like the Watchers and like the war that they've been basically waging.
You know more
Like-
than me then.
Oh shit! Really? You don't know about the Watchers?
Yeah, I don't know that deep. I don't know that much about League
Damn, you
lore.
didn't even get to step one, Brian. I feel like that's
Wow.
step one, Lord.
You know that? I mean,
The lore is
like-
good. Don't get me wrong, but
so what Brian is probably familiar with is all the character lore. Because every character has a whole
Yeah.
story behind them, and a lot of them are linked. Some are more subtle than others.
Piltover.
But like, Piltover is just like one of the cities, and then that's like, and Piltover's new. Like,
Jinx.
there's mad different fucking cities, bro. Apparently, there's like there's a space in like the LOL land that it's like a crater. It's like a hole because it fucking blew up or something like that. Bro, the LOL lore is deep. There's like over 100 characters.
Mhm.
yeah, there's a lot of.
How many of them are viable?
I don't
roughly
know.
speaking?
I feel like everybody's kind of playable
Really?
for the most part. Yeah, there's not really a lot of like unplayable characters.
So aside from like teammates being toxic, what else is the bad? What's the big boogeyman about LOL?
That's about it. I mean, it's a highly punishable game too. It's not really. It's a hard game to become a beginner at.
It's not a game you want to play casually.
I mean, you
You're
can
gonna
play
the game, you wanna
casually.
definitely
Like
learn.
a lot of the times
gonna
I'm
get
playing
smoked.
is with friends, you know.
Oh.
But when you're losing in League, it hurts like physically, and there's it is not easy to come back from a League.
Is it that the games are so long?
The games are
So,
long and punishing. So if you're falling behind, your opponent is like getting stronger.
Hmm.
So,
So it's compounding.
yeah, you're just getting, if you don't know how to play the game, you get fucking absolutely fisted for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
But the
I
worst,
Rivals is like that too, bro.
no, Rivals, there's always a chance to come back when you're losing, right? With League,
Nigga, not when you played a good team.
nah,
Your team is trash.
nah,
When I'm the best player on the team, I know it's we're in trouble. That's how I know that for a fucking fact. Like, when
In
we
my
play against
opinion-
really good people.
in my opinion, those kind of games, like they could always like switch on their head. With League, you have to be very particular about how you come back and stuff like that. Like it takes a lot of coordination and shit to come back
Yeah.
from that. But for like hero shooters and shit, like I feel like it's a lot easier to come back.
Okay, that's fair. Damn, so that makes it so once you know you're losing, it's like you're just waiting for the game to fucking end at that point. That's rough.
Yeah,
That's really rough.
in most cases.
Yeah, I can't do
I
that.
think that's all the.
I can't just sit there and lose for 30 minutes.
No thanks.
I can just sit
At
there.
least in Rivals, bro. For me in Rivals, it's like so. There's this system, Chris. The way it works is that like you can get a certain rank with your character. Like there's levels you can hit with the characters you use, and then ultimately leading to you unlocking up like a Lord icon with them, meaning that maybe you haven't mastered the character, but you definitely put a lot of time in and know the character
Mm,
a decent amount at the very least if you can Lord a character.
yeah.
So for me, even when I lose, I know I'm working towards proficiencies because as soon as I get Lord with a character, if I'm playing quick play, I don't play them anymore because I'm not really gaining anything.
You just get participation trophies. It's a good job, buddy. You're getting a little better with Bucky. Look at you.
But, right. The newest character. So I've been playing Groot a lot. I'm almost at.
Oh, is he still meta?
Yeah, he's not as he. I would. He's not he's not one of the best tanks anymore. But he's solid. He has a really good team up now with Loki and what's her name, Mantis. I got to see how that develops, like more in the competitive meta, I guess. So I've just started paying attention to that shit. But Groot's not a bad pick. Meta tanks are Magneto and Emma. Emma being undisputably the best tank.
I haven't played since she came out.
I haven't played
bro,
ever.
She's frustrating, but I don't know. I don't think Emma's like broken. I just think she's just incredible. She's just really good at what she does. So like she's like a high floor, high ceiling character. I think the next tank I'm gonna start learning is Magneto. I had a few games with him, and I do know he's one of the best utility tanks in the game.
Learn Cap.
Cap, I'll tell you this, Capflation is not a thing anymore, bro. Cap be getting MVP now. With like 18 kills type shit.
Dude, everybody was like, Cap is trash, bro. Cap is trash. Yeah. When he first came out, I was playing nothing but Captain America, and nobody saw the vision except for me. I saw the future, bro. I knew he was the truth. From the start, I knew he was the truth.
Yeah.
And like everybody was like, I was like, am I crazy for thinking Cap is the best tank in the game right now? They're like, nah, bro, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Fuck out of here.
You know why?
Now look who's on top. Like Steve fucking Rogers. Steve fucking Rogers.
Is this what it's like playing the game?
I don't even think he's the best. I don't even think he's the best dive tank, to be honest.
Yes, he is.
I just think, and this is why I like Rivals. Look, it's fine. It's fine. You could, if you want to say he's the best dive tank, I won't even argue you. Because this is why I like Rivals. I think the devs, you have the characters who are clearly like really, really good, but other characters don't feel like you're throwing if you use them or something like that. Like they have something to bring to the table. And Cap, you know, he's different. He's different from Hulk and Venom, who are his, you know, the other dive tanks. I feel like, yeah, am I missing anybody else? Not really. Yeah, those are the other dive tanks. So they all offer something different. Personally, I think Hulk's the best dive tank because he could do anything. I feel like Hulk.
You wish, buddy.
Hulk is only. Because I feel like Hulk could do everything, and he's only limited by the people, like whoever's using him. You could run him into any comp, bro. You just gotta outplay the people you're playing. You just gotta change your play style. That's what I'm learning, and that's what I see from like a lot of other good Hulk players. But I think Venom is arguably the best dive tank right now.
Oh yeah, he was so cringe when I was playing.
Yeah, he is fucking cringe. And then Cap, you know, he's still reliable. He's still a reliable pick. I think Cap is one of the best buddy tanks to have. No matter who you pick, if you see a Cap like pick like next to you, kind of like Magneto, you're like, all right. All right. Well, I got a nice competent tank. You see someone pick Strange or Magneto, you don't know.
I still think Cap is the best, and people still don't understand how to truly get the most out of him.
My friend Evan got mad fucking nice with him.
Captain America is the Winston. He's the Winston of fucking of Marvel Rivals, in my opinion.
I'm gonna start sending you clips of my friend playing because he puts some every now and then. I think you'd be proud, bro. He be beating the shit out of the supports, man.
That's what he do. That's what he do. My goat, Steve.
That is what it do, Yugi.
Yug.
So, Chris, you have anything you want to talk about?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. I started watching Demon Slayer just to prep for when we watch Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. It's coming out on Brian's birthday, so we're gonna go and watch it on Brian's birthday.
Is that on the weekend?
It's on the weekend. It's we've discussed this.
Shit, you did.
You've
say
confirmed.
that.
You said yes.
The weekend of
September
which day?
14th is when we're going. It's Sunday.
no.
No what?
All right. Well, I didn't double book. If that's what you're wondering. But I want to. The lacrosse championship is going to be on that day, and normally I'd be like, oh, I'll just watch it later. I'll record it, right? But they're going to be right there in New Jersey. Like, I could take the PATH train straight there.
Well, what time is it?
So here's the thing, right?
Well, what time is the thing?
Bro, regardless, it's going to take me a minute to get back.
Because here's what I was thinking.
Let me look it up right now.
Here's what I was thinking. It's a Sunday.
Okay.
Football is back. You know who's playing at 1 o'clock?
Who?
Cowboys Giants.
Oh.
I was thinking we link up, we watch Cowboys Giants, then we go hit up Demon Slayer at 6:30.
Okay. Listen. So the game is at 12:30. What time is Demon Slayer? Like 7?
6:30, I think.
6:30. So
you want to
All right.
hit up lacrosse and then come meet us for Cowboys Giants and then go over to Demon Slayer.
Bro, I just might. Nah, all right. So here's the thing. So there's a possibility New York won't make it to the championship. We play next week against Philadelphia, the New York Atlas against the Philadelphia Water Dogs. So we play in Philly actually this week, and if we lose, I could care less about going to the game. To be honest, if we win, I might have to make that
well,
real
let's
trip.
flex. We're flexible. Maybe me and Brian will just go watch the Giants and Cowboys and root against you.
I do want to watch that with y'all, though, man. That would be dope. Because now it's kind of like a win-win. Because if New York loses, then bet I'll just go to the bar and watch it with you guys, chill with y'all, and then we can go out to the movies or whatever.
Yeah. So those are our plans.
New York
Internet.
wins. But they know everything. Oh, exactly where we're gonna be at, what day, what time. That's
Well, you
not
don't know
good.
exactly where we're gonna be at. If you find us, then we can chill. Because at that point, you've earned it. No, but I have been watching Demon Slayer. I've watched 5 episodes. It really is way better as an anime. The manga's not as good,
Really?
but the anime is incredible. It's way the
Should
stories.
I-
I think you should watch it if you haven't. Yeah, if you haven't watched,
the beginning?
you should.
We had 2 weeks. I've been looking for something.
Yeah, you got 2 weeks. It's
All
4
right,
seasons?
Fuck with Demon Slayer.
Yeah. I'm watching it just to catch up, and I'm excited for Infinity Castle. As much as I think Demon Slayer is good, it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen or read. It has one of the best final arcs I've ever read. So I'm excited for that. But also the most mid final chapters I've ever read. Which is
Yes. So the most mid.
No, the very last chapter I was like, what? But then the rest of it is unbelievable peak.
Hot take alert. I didn't love the Muzan fight, but
I'm talking about everything before that.
okay. Everything leading up to the Muzan fight.
I don't remember the Muzan fight too much, so there's that. But I think
They just went
everything
full
was
force, shonen, actually, whatever.
no.
Maybe we can talk about
It gets a little crazy. I think it has one of the
No, it
best final
does.
fights. Lots of characters die.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I didn't care for that.
So many of
No
them.
spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Have you not seen it, Brian?
I have, but there are
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
no,
of
I'm not gonna say anything, but
there are a lot of anime only watchers. Of
yeah,
this
yeah,
series.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, we're gonna watch that. I'm excited to watch it. I'm watching
Who died?
the anime. They put their entire fucking being into it. It looks amazing every episode. I'm like, if only World Trigger could have gotten this treatment from the start, Why did it have to be Demon Slayer? Why couldn't it have been World Trigger?
Third season was solid though.
Third season, the more recent seasons, they've kind of redeemed themselves. But man, if it had that from the beginning, I feel like World Trigger would have been way up there. It would have been way more of a darling.
Yeah. There's still a chance for it.
Definitely. You know.
All it takes is for that one season to come out and people like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Trigger's good.
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for football to come back. It comes back next week.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I have predictions, and I think I'm going to be very wrong.
Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, obviously.
About? No, I think the Cowboys are not going to do well this season. I don't think we're going to do well this season.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough sledding for you guys, honestly.
Our defensive line ain't looking too good. You never know. We'll see, but it's not looking good. And our O-line is like,
oh man,
okay. Yeah, there's a lot of shit the Cowboys got to prove, and I just don't see it happening this year.
Yeah.
I still think that the Commanders aren't going to do that good.
Oh, yeah? You think that the Commanders are going to take a slide?
I think the Giants win the division still.
Wow. I don't know if they go that far. I don't think they win the division.
It's not.
I'd be shocked if they won the division.
Philly, so I think the Giants. I think the NFC East is going to beat up on each other. Minus, I guess, the Cowboys. I kind of do think the Cowboys is going to like finish in like third or last place. But regardless, I think what's going to happen is that the Philly's not going to have a great year, but they're still going to make the playoffs. I think Giants is going to keep right with them record-wise, and they're going to edge them out in the division. I think they're going to win their divisional games against them.
I don't know.
And that'll have the Giants winning the NFC East.
I don't know. I'm still not there yet. I think they're likely third, but possibly second. I definitely don't think the Giants win the division yet. I don't think they're there because we don't have receivers still. Like aside from Neighbors, I don't know who we have. We have like nobody else. I love the QB room. I mean, they've been fun to watch in the preseason here and there. They seem to all vibe. They're cool, and Jameis Winston is always great entertainment because he's either going to shoot like a 70-yard rocket to the end zone, or hand deliver it to the defense. And there's almost no in between, but very entertaining.
Yeah, Jameis should start if Russell gets hurt. If you ask me, I think Jackson Dart should just chill.
I also think he should just chill.
Especially if they know he's got a little something.
Yeah, he's got a little something.
They could always wait.
Yeah, I would rest. I would like not play him. I would just keep Jameson. But I'm excited to see Russ. I like Russ. Russ was like one of the first quarterbacks like I really like got attached to when I started watching football, and it's cool to see him as a Giant. I think he's still got it to some degree. I don't think he's like washed.
Yeah, he can move around with the O-line. That's not that good.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see Russ. But yeah, football season is going to be entertaining this year. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I've been watching Hard Knocks. You know what's funny?
Who's in it?
It's Buffalo Bills, and it made me think of you immediately because it's like there's this linebacker on the Bills. His name is Joe Andreessen. I think he's like a rookie, and they talked about him. Like the coaches were like, he's just like a hardworking lunch pail, blue collar kid, and I could feel Josh's eyes rolling from the other side of the city.
Yeah. Let me guess.
He's from Buffalo.
White boy from the. Oh,
he's a white guy from Buffalo. You know they love his ass.
just lunch pail. Earned everything. Everything in life he had, he earned.
I remember I watched that and I'm like, oh, Josh would hate this.
You should have recorded it and set that to me.
I wish I did. I could still probably. I could find it. And everybody loves him. You know his nickname? You know what his nickname is now? They call him Buffalo Joe because he's from Buffalo.
You know what's crazy? I was going to call him Blue Collar Joe. I didn't even know his name was like... Is his name Joe?
Joe Andreessen.
I believe me when I say I completely forgot what his name was. I was just going to say Blue Collar Joe. That's just so funny, though.
Yeah.
Buffalo Joe.
It was very funny.
Oh God, fan favorite.
Yeah, they love him over there.
What college did he go to?
Shit, I don't even remember. Let me see. Joe Andreessen. He went to he played college football for the Bryant Bulldogs.
Wow, that is actually very blue collar. That's not a power program at all. They have a decent lacrosse program.
Damn, dude, he was born
Matter
in
of fact-
2000. These kids, man, you know, like you get to the NFL and you're just like, these are children. This guy's younger than Brian.
Damn. Yeah, can't wait to see the Bills play.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Joe Andreessen light it up on the field.
I think we play them this year too.
Oh my God. Well, be careful. Apparently there's a guy on that team that earned it.
I know. Whoa, we gotta be careful there. This guy really works. Unlike anybody else in football.
Oh my God. But yeah, I'm excited for football. I don't have nothing else to report really. I've been having a chill week.
We don't play them.
Damn.
But we do play another blue collar team.
Well, who are they?
And it's on Thursday Night Football.
Who do you guys play?
Come on, bro.
There's
Who else is
every
blue
team
collar?
is a blue collar team from a blue collar town that just nobody understands. I don't know. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Their color is actually blue too.
Man, that's gonna be rough.
Blue and gray.
Blue and gray.
Oh my God, your favorite football team, bro. Aside from the Giants, I guess.
Well, that narrows it down, I guess. Blue
All
and
right.
gray.
Think about brands that have chicken noodle soup.
Oh, Lions.
Yeah, it took a while. They're the other Bills and Detroit are like the hardest working
They really are, dude.
teams.
They really are. Okay.
No, they're not. And if they have a Super Bowl, it's just gonna be it's gonna
Oh my
manifest into a factory on the field, and they're not gonna play football. They're just all gonna clock in and work really hard for low wages and
Yeah.
be very happy about it.
God. It'll be the greatest Super Bowl ever.
Stadium. Then they're gonna all sign paperwork to say that we ought to get paid less so the owners could have more money so that they could make better decisions for the NFL.
Yeah, and they can hire more people to work for less rate wages. Unbelievable.
Yeah, more tax cut for the owners and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should get into questions because I got nothing else. So this is from last email, though we had one more question. Mike B asks, "How do you feel walking into a dispensary now, and how does it compare after years of copying weed off the street? I recently remember seeing a sour diesel OG Kush hybrid and thought we have truly arrived at the current peak of weed technology. My high school self would have not believed me if I told them this." Well, I'm sorry to say I'm not like a huge stoner anymore. I had a bad experience
Anymore?
Yeah, years ago I had a bad experience, and it hasn't been the same since. I just freak out, I'm very anxiety ridden these days.
Nothing was the same.
It truly was. You're doing the Drake cover. But,
exactly. I'm glad you got the reference.
We did go to a dispensary like a few months ago. I haven't touched it really, but it is kind of crazy. You walk in, you're just like, whoa, we've come so far. How do you feel about it, Josh?
So I love the fact that dispensaries exist, but not the fancy ones. You know, the one I go to, are the ones I usually seek out, the more low key ones, the ones that got fucking raided and then recuperated. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I do. I like knowing that I could go to one place around a certain time, just like a store, and get what I want. Although I will say this, Mike, unfortunately, that sour that you see in the store is not the same from '08, man. It ain't the same sour, bro. I'm sure it's fire, though. And I'm sure it is. It's probably better. But I know for a fact that it's not the same.
It just isn't.
Maybe your store has the one that's legit, but I've tried 2 different ones. The store I usually get from, and from another store in the Bronx, and it just wasn't the same. It was still fire.
It was never the same.
Yeah, check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, we're making visual gags here.
Yeah.
Brian, do you have any thoughts on this? I don't know if you go to dispensaries or not.
I don't
Not
think they
really.
have dispensaries in League of Legends.
It's a new update. It's a new patch.
Yeah, I'm not much of an outdoorsy guy.
Okay. So we could move on to a different email. Unless you had something to say, Josh. I didn't mean to cut you off. Okay, so this is from June 11th. Mike B asks, "Hey boys, hope you're doing well. As always, thank you for the content. I'm looking forward to the next one." First question is, who is the most evil villain in manga and why? There's pretty evil people in manga.
Yeah, there's some pretty evil people, especially in
Celestial
One Piece.
dragons are cartoonishly evil.
I feel like 90% of them are in One Piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's every celestial dragon except for
Griffith is pretty evil.
Yeah, I don't know much about Griffith, so I can't. I know he's evil.
I never read Berserk, but I know it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know it's pretty rough.
I know
It's pretty rough on the Berserk streets. I don't go there.
Yeah, I've talked about Dio before. People say Dio is more.
Dio sucks for sure.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah, Dio sucks for sure. He is definitely up there. He burned a dog alive. That gets you
Wow.
a lot of hell points. That really puts you into the 9th and 10th circle of hell, I hope. So Dio does suck. I would put Dio up there for sure. Who's the most evil? Let's not even take into account things like celestial dragons, because they're more like tertiary evil that we don't face every day. We're talking about main villains, I guess, that protagonists have to fight and face.
I mean, One for All All for One sucked.
Yeah, All for One sucked.
I mean, he really was a terrible person. Through and through. Not even a real person. He was not a human. He was a demon. Yeah,
that's all he wanted to be.
And there wasn't even demons in that series. It wasn't even that type of manga.
Yeah. Doflamingo, I would put him up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Dofi for sure.
Yeah, he's way worse than Big Mom. Big Mom just, is a lethal klutz.
Yeah.
That's also sadistic.
Yeah.
Oh, she's bad, but no, Doflamingo really just for the sake of it.
Mm-hmm. I would say Light is pretty evil, if you consider a villain. I would say
he's horrible.
That's a bad guy.
Yeah. He's arguably worse than the Celestial Dragons.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think the dragons, they know they're fucked up, but don't care because they feel like people around them are invalid. Light really has it in his head that, no, it's about the same, that he is above all, and he decides life matters, and it's all the same.
And there have been celestial dragons who've shown the capacity for change. Light did not care, even when he was dying. There was no remorse, really. He was more sad that he got caught and was killed.
Yo, I think Light. Sukuna was not that evil. He just was
Sukuna was
like,
pretty evil.
crazy.
You know what? I would put Sukuna up there for sure. He was very evil.
He wasn't.
The man.
I don't want to say he's not petty. He didn't concoct evil plans to take over the world. He just wanted to fight.
The man cut many people in Shinjuku in half. Not even Shinjuku, sorry, Shibuya. Remember when he decimated Shibuya and was like, look at that. Look at what we did, Itadori. He did it for the lulz.
That was pretty bad.
Said, check this shit out. Look what I did. With your hands, bitch.
It just depends what is more evil to you. You know what I mean? Like, what do you...
Yeah.
To me, pure evil is at the core a disregard for life.
Yeah, I think, in that case, Light is the most evil for sure, because he did not care. Bazooka also didn't care.
But he did want to preserve a certain type of life that he deemed valid. But that's really twisted in of itself, where Sukuna, it was indiscriminate. Philosophical.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Light and Sukuna are kind of on the same level in disregard for life, because Sukuna did not care. Even in his death, he also didn't care. In fact, he would rather die than live alongside Itadori. He could have lived within Itadori and done good, but he was like, fuck that. Turn me into face and eye sludge, and I'll just evaporate into nothing.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I think Light's worse.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so, yeah.
There's something in me that says Light is worse.
I would put Light as the worst, and Sukuna is a very close second. Because Light is a very realistic worse. Like, this could be a person.
Yeah.
There's insidiousness about Light that is attainable.
Sukuna was more like a force.
Right.
Like a disaster, so to speak.
Yeah. Who do you think, Brian?
Dio is a good shout.
Dio, that piece of shit.
Yeah, Dio's a good shout. Griffith is up there for me too.
Is Griffith from
Berserk.
Berserk. Yeah. He did some pretty vile shit.
Did he? Was that mostly to Berserk, or was that to humanity in general too?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Most certainly both.
I think the main
He did
character's
some-
name is Guts.
Yeah. For you to be on the scale, it has to be beyond the personal, a personal thing. It has to be, like I said, there has to be a blatant disregard for life at host. So.
Yeah, I don't know many people who have done what Griffith did. Like, he did something really fucking absurdly disgusting.
Yeah.
That I can't even talk about it on the podcast. I feel like the shit that he did.
I think we know.
Yeah.
I know vaguely enough. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah,
What do you guys think?
I'd say Griffith.
yeah. You guys let us know in the comments. What do you guys think is the most evil villain in manga?
Yeah, it's a lot to just think back on.
Okay.
There's some pretty fucked up people in Medaka box that I can't remember.
Damn. What a blast from the
It's
past.
pretty bad. Yeah.
The screw guy, who everybody loved, it seems, because he keeps coming back.
The Earl from the Gray Man.
Ooh,
sucked.
the Earl was a fucking dick. The Earl was a bad person. I gotta finish the Gray Man. Or not finish, but catch up. All right, next question. Mike asks, If you had to pick one country besides Japan to take a 2-week trip to, where would you go and why?
Italy.
Because the
That'd be
pasta.
fun. It just seems like a really chill place with like beautiful fucking cities and shit. You get to ride around on a Vespa.
Yeah, Italy sounds cool. Let me think. I thought about this recently. You know, I thought about places I'd like to go.
I don't know. That's a good.
Europe is a hack because you can go to like a million different places by train.
Canada would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd go to Montreal or something. I feel like that's close and attainable. I heard Montreal's pretty fun.
I really wanted to go to South America. I don't know which country though. I guess Brazil.
Yeah,
Guatemala.
Like beaches on Brazil. That's where the kid from the volleyball manga went, right?
Yeah, he did go to Brazil. The Brazil arc.
Hinata. My goat.
It gets one of these. It's not one of these. It's one of these.
It was definitely a cool arc.
It was
A cool mini arc.
a very good arc.
It was like 3 chapters.
It wasn't 3.
All right, maybe like 8.
Yeah, it was like
it wasn't
8.
no more than 8.
It was like 8.
For sure.
It was like 8 or something. Anyway.
That's a mini arc. Yeah.
Yeah, Canada would be sick.
That's hard.
I don't know. There's still like cities in the States I want to see. I've always wanted to go to Chicago. I haven't been to LA.
Me neither. I do want to go to LA still.
Yeah.
I've been to LA.
Oh, yeah, you have been to LA.
I've been there.
A buddy of ours, a mutual friend of all 3 of us, moved to LA. I'll tell you who after.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Damn. One more. I want to. What
did they used to say in South Park? The episode Jacking It in San Diego.
Oh, what was it? You're right. I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember. Jacking it in. I think it was just jacking it, but he would say it like in different places.
I feel like there's one. It was like a specific city he was.
Yeah. What's an out of country? I want to do an out of country one.
Yeah, jacking it in San Diego.
Jacking it. I don't know. I feel like this would be maybe a bad decision food wise, but I think Ireland would be cool to visit.
Why is that bad decision food wise?
I don't know. I hear like the UK doesn't have great food.
Apparently, they were making fun of Jason Russell because he literally, at some point, he had in 2012 he suffered like a breakdown and was found wandering the streets of San Diego naked, shouting obscenities and masturbating. And then in caps it says "jacking it."
South Park's crazy.
No, nigga, Jason Russell is crazy.
Yeah, well, they both could be true.
What the hell?
So yeah, I guess that's my pick. Because I can't think of anything better right now. I'll pick Ireland. I think it'd be cool for a sec. It looks really beautiful. Everything I've ever seen about Ireland, at least. It's very green. Lush.
Josh is pondering.
He is pondering.
Was I asked a question?
No, I mean, I thought you were. Did you have anywhere else you wanted to say you wanted to go?
Nah. I'll just say South America. Probably like Brazil. Something like that. Chile. Where is the least Nazis?
Someone
The least fascist country.
Okay, so we have one more question. It's very dependent on context of a panel that Mike sent us. He saw this screenshot below, and he got to thinking about what possibilities can exist with the Sword Saint. This is about Kagurabachi. How do you think he evolved his sorcery / enchanted blade powers? I think he's talking about the Shinuchi user. And someone said on this post, it's like a screenshot of a tweet that says the fact that Swordbearer can evolve with their blade without using it over the course of 18 years is a problem because he can still use it so strongly, the Shinuchi user.
So he's asking how could it have evolved?
How could he have gotten stronger along with his blade? Or how do you think he's evolved his sorcery / enchanted blade powers?
I don't know if he has. He's
pure hateration.
Yeah, like he hasn't moved. He hasn't moved for like 18 years. He's been locked up.
I mean, you know, he still has the connection with the sword. He could still maneuver it while someone else is using it, which is interesting.
Yeah, but nobody else was using it.
The Sazanami dad.
Yeah, and he only used it once, though, is what I mean. Like
that's what I'm saying. Is that once you have
the sword hasn't been used before,
because like Uraha can't use Kumayuri while what's his face Hirohiko is using it, but Shinuchi guy can. I have no idea how this guy could have possibly evolved with his sword. I
don't think he did. I think he's just that good that he just.
The specific panel that he sent me is, yeah, they do say that. I don't know what he's evolved beyond his abilities. It's tough to read this one, but if he has, I can only imagine it was because he just has just such a strong connection with the Shinuchi, and the Shinuchi in particular is such a strong blade that, you know, if you could still like have a tangential connection to it, even if you haven't used it in a long time. But there's no other precedent for it. We don't really know.
So I got a couple thoughts, right? Like, I don't really have an answer to that question because I'm on the same side as y'all, where it's like, I don't know if it got better while he was waiting around all that time. It's probably more in the connection he has with the sword or whatever. But is it in fact, like, why is the Shinuchi stronger than everything else? I don't know if that was like made apparent. I don't know if it had more to do with the material used in it, or that the swordsman himself was just so powerful that he made the sword that way.
They explain that the Shinuchi is kind of like the nexus for all the swords. So if you destroy the Shinuchi, the other swords will also be destroyed along with the sword bearers that have them.
So, okay. So I get it. So then it becomes, is it a situation where the Shinuchi corrupts the user no matter what because of the sheer like output of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or again, is it the sword master's like power, like an influence over the sword?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the former because we've seen that's exactly what happened with Hakuri's father.
Mm-hmm.
Sazanami Senior. He got corrupted and he wasn't being controlled. I don't think he was being controlled by that guy. I think that guy just realized that it was awakened. He was like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's something about the sword that like inherently corrupts people.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the sword bearer was trying to control him because
the sword bearer can control the sword, I think, if I remember right. Because he could he could unleash attacks remotely using the Shinuchi.
Yeah, but he was trying to control like the dad Sazanami Kiora, because there was a point where he shouts, "Get out of my head," type shit. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
So
does he say the guy's name? Like, get out my head, such and so and so?
I don't think he knows him, but
he just knows someone's there.
Because I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a chance that maybe it's a twist where it's actually like the power of the sword itself.
It could be. I mean, the
It's probably
Shinuchi was
linked to the island.
well,
right?
the Shinuchi was literally built differently than the other swords. It seems, being that it's the core.
It was the last one, wasn't it?
It was the core sword that all the others are tied to. I don't know if it was the last one. Maybe it was the first. I don't know.
I think it was the last one. Let me see. Let me double check that.
Yeah. But long story short, we don't know. There's no way of knowing right now. But those are our theories, kind of. We could say that the Shinuchi has kind of a mind of its own, and if it really has taken to its original sword bearer, then it could mean that it's maintained its connection to him, regardless of his inability to use it. Because his contract isn't like void with it. He didn't die. The only way to sever it is like to either kill him off or do what Samura did to Uraha, which is to forcefully cut off the contract. So he's still technically contracted to Shinuchi.
Still, right. So he's still contracted, but this dude was able to use the sword's power even after shutting out that voice from inside of him. To me, that means that the power source is really the sword itself. That's the corrupting force. The way he was still able to use the power, because you can't use a sword if it's contracted to someone else. And to me, like, I know they said like, oh, it's just that strong that its power leaks out, but bro, those was like technique attacks he was throwing out there, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't just raw power. I think that's what's gonna be the twist. I think the swords are like alive, like the Det and Seki's like some type of life force or some shit. Because remember, the people could like heal with it or whatever. I know that girl. She's important. I know that.
Yeah, the sword, the Shinuchi was the last sword to be crafted.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I remember it being mentioned at some point. I don't remember where.
Aside from the N10.
Yeah, the N10 is the official last, but from the original 6, it was the last one.
It was the last of the set. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I see. Cool.
Okay. Well, that's it for the questions this week. We should probably start the main show. We've been at this for a little bit. Fun pre-show, guys. We will see you guys in New Jump City.
Later.